Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the School of Science. My name is Luke, and this is the match preview for Everton versus Leeds. Now, to say that I am not nervous about this match it's a goddamn understatement, to tell you the God's honest truth. At this point in time, the sorry state that Everton's in, it's going to be quite difficult, actually, this game, especially with Leeds at the moment, because let's be honest, they're a hard-working team, and they are not afraid to get at the defence. Man U was a perfect example of it. They really capitalised on any mistake that defence made and had a crack a goal. Now, granted, they weren't very good in terms of getting the target, or if they did, the ball was pretty much safely into the hands of the United keeper. But at this point in time, that might not be the case for us. That one mistake that, say, Seamus Coleman makes, Tarkowski makes, or Cozy makes, that could be enough for them to capitalise and Bamford gets a goal, if he plays. But yeah, that was one thing to note as well. Bamford was able to actually get 60 minutes in that game and then he got brought off. So whether he's got an injury or something like that, I'm not 100% certain. Only time will tell. Saturday, we will find out. And if he's playing, I'm going to be a little bit nervous because even though he's only got one goal, it's just Everton now that we will make him have a goal. I mean, it's always the case with Everton. They could say, oh yeah, this team's on a losing streak of about 20 games right now. They haven't been able to score a goal. They're now taking on Everton. This should probably continue. Nope. Let's look at Norwich. If not last season, I think it was the season before. I think they went on a goalless streak right the way through the season. Everton came to town and they put two past us. So I'm nervous on that regard. But in all fairness, I'm still hopeful that we can get a result out of it. Because there's an Everton team there that's waiting to come out that we can actually get behind. And I know Sean Dyche can definitely unlock it. Right now, it's a situation of him trying to get the players to play his style of football. We've seen it with Arsenal. We didn't see it with Liverpool. Now, a lot of people could turn around and say, oh, but that's because of Sean Dyche doing this or Sean Dyche doing that. No. That's a Merseyside derby. That is a complete and utter outlier. These games mean jack shit against the whole premise of the football and universe. Merseyside derbies just, they become an entirely different beast altogether. You could be a prime Barcelona and then go into a Merseyside derby and you're going to look like bloody Waterlooville. It's never the case. It's never a game that follows like the laws of physics or laws of football and physics. It just goes absolutely out the window. That's why I don't like making predictions about them, honestly. But yeah. So a couple of things to note. Main one being DCL, Patterson and Garner are still they're not going to be starting. They're not even going to make the bench. Garner and Patterson, they are both going to be featuring for the under-21. Sorry, I'm just having a little look at my notes here. I've got a nice little sheet of notes. I'm starting to try and be a little bit more professional about it all. Sometimes I just have like a little dot here and there, but right now it's actually a nice little transcript for it. So if you see my eyes glancing up, sorry about that. I'm going to be fixing that in the future. We're going to try and actually get some stuff around. So all you'll see is my eye just flick and then go back. But yeah. So yeah, they're going to be... Dominic Calvert-Lewin's definitely not going to be featuring at this point in time. Sean Dyche has made it clear that he's going to give him a little bit more time to rest. So that could mean he might show up at the Aston Villa feature, might show up maybe Arsenal, or could even be all the way down to Chelsea or Nottingham Forest. At this point in time, it's a little bit of an unknown, so all I can say is I hope once he's recovered, we're able to get a nice consistency out of him, because up until last season, he barely ever missed a game. He was always there, he was always fit, he was always ready to go, and it was great to see. He was really nice. He was a refreshing player at the time. Now, granted, he didn't really score too much. It was the season under Ancelotti when he really shone, and since then we haven't seen much. I'm just hoping this isn't a situation of him being just a flash in the pan, because I like the guy. He is a really nice guy. I've met him a couple of times in person. He is a sound fella. He's always got time for Evertonians. And it's really sad to see someone like that, not fulfill their potential. But yeah, in terms of the squad as a whole, do we stick with the squad that we brought out with Liverpool, try and keep things a little bit consistent? I'm going to say yes and no. So yes in the sense of keep maybe 10 of the players that we had. The one I would like to probably see get sidelined for a little bit is probably Vitaly Mikalenko. As sad as it is, I want to give him the time of day, but unfortunately, I just don't feel like he's fitting into the role of left back the way he should be. He's great going up, but he's absolutely terrible coming back. He's more of a left midfielder than a left back. I've said that about a few players, actually. Be a bloody... quite a few players. I mean, John Stones was similar. He was good. He'd be great as a defensive midfielder, but absolutely terrible as a centre back because he loved to get up the field a little bit too much. But in regards to Mikalenko, I want to kind of see him put on the sideline for a little bit. Maybe even put Ben Godfrey in. Now, granted, he's not an amazing defender, Ben Godfrey, but he can get up and down that field, and he's got the physical presence to back it up as well. When you see Ben Godfrey on the field, normally you see most players giving him a wide berth because normally he's not someone you'd mess around with. He will take a crack at you. He'll take the ball from your feet and he'll take your shins with him. He is a very true defender in that regard, and he is quick. So I would like to see Ben Godfrey taking that left-back role over Vitaly Mikalenko for the time being. Maybe just a game, or even if we were to start Mikalenko for the first 45 and then half-time, Ben Godfrey comes on, and then it sort of changes the dynamic enough that it could be enough to offset Leeds a little bit. Here's hoping anyway. But yeah. So what I would probably say is, as well, we need to stop passing from the back. That's my personal opinion. Watching the past few games, and this is under Lampard and Dyche, so past few games, one of the main things to take note of is we seem to love passing out from the back, and it's just not something that is working for us. We haven't got the quality to be going from keeper to defender to midfielder to attacking in a transition. We can't really be doing that, especially with players that just don't have the speed to sort of back it up as well. What I would rather us be doing at the moment would be Jordan Pickford from a goal kick, sending it to midfield, skipping defence altogether, getting it to the midfield or even into the attacking midfield sort of area, and then we build from there. Rather than a short pass from like a normal kick, just short pass to defender to midfielder. Because what ends up happening is we get overwhelmed when an opposition clicks onto what we're doing, comes at us, and then we just sort of either make a mistake, lose the ball, or we're just playing pass around across the back line for about 10 minutes, not getting anywhere, not making any progress. So I'd rather see us do a more direct approach of football. If he is going to do a defend, if he is going to put it out to the defender, then it needs to be a very quick transition. Maybe this is where Ben Godfrey probably comes into it, because Ben Godfrey has got that burst of speed. So if you were to give it to him, for him to just go like an absolute rocket, put it through to one of the wingers, put it through to the attacking midfielder, and then our attacker getting in position and being ready to receive it and put it into the net. Because, for fuck's sake, we need to start scoring goals. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, in regards to Leeds, as I said, they're not having a great run of form at the moment. They failed to score against Man United. They've been decent, but they haven't been good. Now, they still got a bit of that Marcelo Bielsa sort of style of football. They're very hard work and they're willing to put the yards in. They, as I said, they're in a similar situation to us. Their main striker being riddled with injuries, being Bamford. They're just not able to sort of convert goals and get like the result that they need. Which is a shame, really, because Leeds, I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with Leeds, but it's not great to see them in the situation that they're in right now. Now that Bamford is back, he is struggling to sort of find the net, and hopefully they are able to, well, actually, I hope they don't find form, because I'd rather see them go down than us, which is unfortunate. It's not great to say, but it is the Premier League. Someone's got to go down, someone's got to win it, someone's got to get Champions League, someone's got to get Europa League. Someone's got to win. That's the main premise of football. And I'd rather us be more successful than our opposition. But yeah, this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to talk about our lineups. I've got a predicted lineup for Leeds and one that I've made myself for Everton. So for Everton, I'm thinking a nice simple 4-4-1-1 sort of formation. So Jordan Pickford's in goal with Seamus Coleman at right back. Connor Cody and James Tarkowski in the middle, with Ben Godfrey on the left. So, well, that could be Vitaly Mikalenko / Ben Godfrey. So, have him play a half, because we've relied too heavily on Mikalenko, pardon me, for the time being, and it's just not working out for us, unfortunately. I want to see him do well, but right now we need to sort of show him that he is replaceable. I mean, we have got Ruben Vinagre there. We need to start utilising him a bit more. And if we're not going to utilise him, it's going to be a wasted player. It's a shame. It is a shame. But yeah, into midfield, I'm thinking Amadou Onana, Idrissa Gueye, Abdoulaye Doucouré, Alex Iwobi, having those guys in the midfield. So Alex Iwobi being the right back, probably having Onana closer to a right wing, and Onana is closer into a left wing sort of position. So we have those two either sides with Idrissa Gueye and Doucouré in the middle, having them either play both as number 6, one as number 8, or having it so that Onana can shift inside and you have two number 6s with the number 8. And then up top, I'm thinking Demarai Gray as an out-and-out number 10, as alongside Ellis Sims. Now, I can already hear you guys lighting the torches and sharpening the pitchforks, saying, oh, why are you putting Ellis Sims out? He was terrible for the Liverpool game. He shouldn't be playing again. Yada, yada, yada. No. Players have good games. Players have bad games. Ellis Sims has barely even started for us in the past. I don't know how long he's been with the club. He's been with the club since he's been a kid. He's an academy graduate. And down in the lower leagues, he has absolutely lit them on fire. He played brilliant for Blackpool, played brilliantly for Sunderland. And to be fair, the Championship in some situations does just feel like an extension of the Premier League. And if he can do it in the Championship, I've got to say he has got the ability to probably do it to a limited extent in the Premier League. Once he starts finding his feet in the Premier League, I do have confidence that he can score some goals. We need a 10-goal-a-season sort of player, and I think he could be that 10-goal-a-season sort of player. Now, what could probably happen in the future? We could go to the 4-4-2 sort of formation, and you have Sims and Calvert-Lewin up top. That would be great to see, because he is almost like Calvert-Lewin. The only difference being Ellis Sims is a lot more in your face, a lot more physical. So I think what could probably happen in the future is you have him being the guy to annoy the defenders, get in their face, sort of be the presence around them, and allow Calvert-Lewin to sort of linger around the box and sort of be the loose one to just pick up the ball with. But yeah, that's the 11 for Everton, and this one I've scrubbed around a few sort of the sites, you know, like your Athletic, Sky Sports has predicted stuff, and a few other independent sites, and this is the one I've put together for Leeds. So in goal being Meslier. Sorry, I haven't got my glasses on. I need to get contact lenses, I'll be honest. I don't like wearing glasses when it comes to the camera because the reflection messes with things. But yeah, Meslier in goal, Luke Ayling, Robin Koch, Maximilian Wober, Junior Firpo. So those guys in goal and at the back line. You got Tyler Adams, McKennie, Wilfred Gnotto. I'm sorry about this. This is really not professional of me. But yeah, Wilfred Gnotto, Jack Harrison in the midfield with Somerville and Bamford around the top. Now, one thing to note as well in the Man U game, Somerville was absolutely brilliant. I was watching him and I couldn't. I mean, granted, he's not amazing, but he was really good in that game. Bamford as well. I feel sorry for the guy. He's just not been able to find form as of late after a series of injuries. So hopefully he does find form, but hopefully it's after he plays us. But yeah, so that's it for the whole, guys. Apologies if this one's a little bit to and fro at the moment. I'm just coming into the whole phase of doing this, and as I said, I am glancing upwards every now and then to try and actually see what I've got noted down, because I've got like a little doc open right now, and it's just sort of filling up a single sheet, giving me little bullet points and notes of what I want to say and what I want to make clear, because I've got it pretty much like DCL Patterson Gardner, they're still injured, Patterson Gardner to feature, Mirko doesn't feel like the finished product, we need to stick with Sims until Dom's fit again. Do we stick with the same lineup as we did against Liverpool? We need to stop playing, blah, 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 blah. I basically got it all in bullet points so I can actually try and make it a little bit more, seamless and transition a little bit smoother, because I did notice in the Liverpool one, I was a little bit all over the show. But yeah, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching the video, guys. I really do appreciate you guys showing the support to these videos alongside my Bramley Moore stuff. Now, Bramley Moore might be a little bit of a question mark for this weekend just because the weather is a little bit shaky at the moment. It's a little bit on the wet side, as anyone around the northwest will know right now. We are getting hit with a bit of a little wet front, so hopefully we might have a little dry periods where I'm able to get up and do a quick video. I won't be able to do one of the full 7-minute or 11-minute ones just because of the weather at the moment. But if we get a nice little 4-minute out there, or 5-minute, that'd be great. Also, I would really appreciate the support on these channels because, as I've said in the past, and I'm going to probably say for a few more videos until the message sort of sinks in a bit, with these videos, I'm wanting to try and transition the channel from the drone footage and Bramley Moor over to this sort of stuff because I do enjoy making these videos and I want to try and make this channel as successful as it can be just by providing you guys with great content, and hopefully in the future we are able to actually bring people to the channel. I can expand this channel into something amazing and actually work with the wider Everton community, which I've done in the past with the likes of the Rainbow Toffees and everything, which I've still got one of their shirts right here. I wasn't able to wear it for this game, the previous game, just because I was playing in goal, and I thought, you know what, if I have a good time in goal, I might be able to stay in the entire game. I only did one half and let 4 goals in. Oops. But yeah, guys, that is one of my main dreams. I do want to actually work with the wider Everton community and try and promote the wider Everton community, like what I do with the Rainbow Toffees. I'd like to do things with like the Inclusive Hub, Everton in the community at some point. Maybe do like one of the, I think there is charity runs that they do every now and then. But yeah, this is one of the goals for the channel. I want to try and make it a nice, successful channel where I'm able to create the content, be able to, and this is more down to me as well. A lot of the stuff that to help push this channel to the next level is mostly on me, but viewing the videos, giving feedback, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, doing things like that helps significantly, and that's all I ask of you, is just to like the watch the video, give me your honest opinions. If you liked it, like it. If you dislike it, tell me why you disliked it, because let's be honest, the dislike button doesn't really work for the channels right now because you can't actually see the dislikes. But yeah, I would really appreciate, though, if you guys could give me little tips, little bits of feedback here and there, because I know people do come to me as well, because I've had a couple of channels actually coming to me saying, Luke, your setup is absolutely amazing. Your video looks really clear, your lights look brilliant and all that. How'd you do it? I've given them a little video as well, a little private video where I've talked about how I've done my lighting, my mics, how it's set up with the camera. Because believe it or not, this video quality right now is purely from a web camera. And I am not joking when I say that. If I can show you reflection, you can see there, it's literally just a web camera. That's all it is. This is just a web camera that I'm coming from right now, and it looks absolutely amazing. Absolutely top-notch sort of video coming out of it. I'll be honest, I will argue it's actually better than what comes out the bloody camera on my phone. But yeah, guys, I would like to, again, just say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a lovely weekend coming up, and hopefully it's a win for Everton, you know, up the fucking Toffees and everything. Take care, and peace. Okay. Everything clicks. It's great. This is what happens when you reach 30 or plus, so if anyone is watching this channel and below the age of 30, enjoy your body not sounding like a fucking one of those glow sticks. Because trust me, when you get to my age, just everything clicks. It's not fun, I promise you.